Hello, good morning, traders. Welcome here at XM Live Education and welcome to our viewers and traders on YouTube. A very warm welcome to everybody. My name is Frank, and we are doing in this hour of the week, Wednesday, exactly always the same time. Now we have it 10 a.m. Central European time. We're doing seasonal trading at XM Live Education here in the advanced room, streaming now for a period of time into YouTube. And then I'm inviting you already now to join us then when we are fading out here on YouTube, that you join us over at XM Live, xmglobal.com is our home base. There you find the live education for the beginners and for the advanced traders in the beginner room or in the advanced room for English speaking traders actually. So, and in this hour, we are doing always the seasonal trading. So first of all, what is seasonal trading? Actually, we are looking um, based on a seasonal analysis, which of the market or what kind of market is supposed to go in which direction. And in that direction, we are trying to trade as well. Of course, we are not blindly taking then, let me say, we are not blindly taking the direction of the season. We are looking, of course, for technical analysis then on top. So, but the good thing is that with the season or with the seasonal pattern, we do have a direction. And if you are having a direction, then at the end you need to confirm it with the trend and you need it to confirm it with the setup. And this is what we want to go through. And for making it simple, or for my personal trading to make it as simple as I can, what I do usually in the beginning of the year, I'm looking at all the markets I'm interested to trade. Yeah, it could be currencies, it could be commodities, it could be indices, it could even be stocks. It could meanwhile be as well cryptos, of course. We also can see like seasonal patterns for cryptos. It's a little bit difficult with seasonality on cryptos because cryptos are not that long on the market or already, so now slowly it starts to get a little bit more significant because usually I'm using 20 year of data to look if we are having a seasonal pattern, because you can imagine, that in every year a month is only coming once, and if you have 20 years, you only have 20 data points. And you might know it by yourself that 20 data points in trading is rather like less significant. But of course, if you see this monthly patterns, then sometimes or very often it guides you into the right direction. And to make it even more sophisticated, we can use a seasonal trail. But if I would need a different analyzing platform, which we're at the moment not using. But we should keep trading as simple as somehow possible. And to give you a little bit an overview about what I'm talking about, you see, for example, here, like this is the preparation, what I'm doing usually in the beginning of the year. And you see here different kind of asset classes, different kind of assets in the asset class. Yeah, so it's going actually from the forex, from the currencies down to the commodities, then into the indices. Yeah, for more, I don't, I would not overshoot. Maybe we can exchange it still with one or two stocks, yeah, so that we have really a round picture of all the asset classes that as well we can trade here. At XM, for example, and also put still a crypto in. But at this very moment, the metrics looks like this, and now you can, very simple read, okay, which kind of currency you are looking at, and then on the horizontal axis, please bear with me. The abbreviations here is the German abbreviations, but that should not keep us away from recognizing that we are talking here from January through December. And it's only a little bit of a difference then to the English abbreviation, but I think you can easily recognize what kind of month I mean when we're starting with January and ending of December. Now we are in the March, so for us, interesting, of course, is at the moment, or in this for this month, of course, the March column, and then looking forward as well, April, May, and so on and so on. But as a trader, as an intraday trader, or as well a swing trader that are looking for weekly swings or swings for a few days, it's of course very interesting to look into the different kind of seasonalities here. And for example, if we are picking us quickly the euro and making here a check then you might be recognizing what I'm talking about. For example, if we are going now here into the euro US dollar and looking into this chart, and let's say we are trading the kind of a 4-hour chart, and we are entering now into the March time frame, and we're seeing, okay, that the market itself is in an uptrend, um, on a 4-hour chart, or we are getting uptrend situations. So then it could be a pretty interesting situation for us, to trade here like we did it here, for example, into the long direction, right? So we would like to buy, and um, according to the seasonal picture that we had seen. So the second thing that we need to understand is trend. I mean, usually to understand trend, we don't need to use rocket science actually, right? In trading, there is plenty of technical helping tools, and one very interesting for me, what I'm often using actually in the MetaTrader here, is like the parabolic SAR with a little bit slightly different settings. um, I use here the step 0.015 and the maximum of 0.05, because this is giving me quite a kind of a smooth line actually. So, and this is giving me a first indication as well, right? But of course, what you also could use is very, very simple, like very simple structural analysis, for example. So what I'm talking about is when you are taking yourself here a picture of the market, you're taking a pen in your hand, and you're just, for example, marking yourself like the swing highs and the swing lows of the market, and you will be recognizing just by looking at it that you might here having actually something like an uptrend in place, because you are having here a series of higher lows and higher highs actually. Yeah. And that's also like a very a very a very a very simple procedure how to do that. uh, or you're just like taking, for example, a moving average, or whatever kind of trend indicator is something that is in your favor. You could even like use like for trend determination like the MACD. Yeah, if you take the standard settings, I usually like to use the 513 settings. um, they're looking then like that, are a little bit faster. The disadvantage is, of course, you get as well more false signals if you have it in the not in the standard settings. But if you use 1226, for example, then you could also like identify an uptrend situation if the MACD, for example, is above the zero line, or a downward situation if the MACD is below the zero line. You see, it's an oscillator, and this oscillator here is displaying the difference between two moving averages, the moving average 26 and 12, for example. And if it's negative, yes, so if you make a subtraction of the 26 moving average minus the 12 moving average, and the number is negative, and you get below, and vice versa, right? So meaning as well, if the smaller, the faster moving average is below the slower moving average, then you see the histogram on the bottom, or lower the zero line, and vice versa, you see it above the zero line. And you could interpret like this as well the market direction. Yeah, so you could see that we had here a little bit of a shift, and we went again into the uptrend situation, and then you can trade like this according to the seasonality. The green and the red dots that you're seeing here, this is actually the setup. Yeah, so this is the trading setup that we are getting. For example, this is an indicator. That's an own development that I'm having. And you could, for example, here as well, place it exactly according uh, to the trend reversals. And now we are combining actually three things. Yeah, we are getting now a direction from the seasonality that we took out of the seasonal analysis. I would like to trade long. The second match I'm looking for, okay, if I'm having right now an uptrend situation, then I'm looking for like reversal signals to the long side. And I can make these reversal signals to the long side. I can give this a, let me say, a pretty tough setting, or I can make them a little bit wider. And you see that we are receiving here quite interesting long situations, long signals um, along the path of the price when we were moving into March. And so, from a seasonal perspective, it was not a surprise that the euro US dollar was going into the long direction, or it was could have been rather traded into the long direction, right? And like this, you are continuing to go ahead, and at the moment we see that the euro US dollar, from the parabolic perspective, it's rather going into a downtrend situation, because we were shifting here already around. So that means, from a trading perspective, I don't have anything. I don't need to do anything here in this market, right? That's for to be clear about that one. So let me quickly have a look as well into the chat here if we are having some questions. Um, and I see that I'm having Jamil Khan here. Good morning. Welcome here. I think it's yeah, you're a trader from YouTube. So very warm welcome to you and all the others as well, which are watching here the stream. Use the chat, send us some messages, send us some questions that you have, and then we can right away answer it. So you can also pick a market, and I'm doing a quick seasonal analysis, and we are looking, or if we are getting some setups here. But also, let me have quickly a look here into our chat at xmglobal.com, where we are having our live room, where we are live from 8 a.m. in the morning Central European time until 5 p.m. Central European time. Always different experts, different debates, different topics. Yeah, so join us there and have a look into our rooms here, and being our guest, trade with us, and so on. And I'm having here as well Zidra in the chat. Hey, good morning, Zidra. Nice to see you. Zidra is a famous gold trader here at XM Live, actually. She's really wonderful fighting herself, her way through in the market. And she accompanies us already a long time, for example. And I'm very happy to see you again, and hope you are doing well, actually. Okay, so then let's get into the gold market, for example, because what you could see, um, for quick pips, quick pip seasonal. This is a difficult topic. To quick seasonal, quick pips and seasonals. This is very tough. But DAX 40. Let's go into DAX 40. Let's keep the seasonal topic a little bit on. All right. So this is. But I'm looking for quick pips. Okay. So this is what I could try to look for. DAX German 40 is at the moment long, also seasonal wise. Not a surprise that we're moving to the upside. In the last 20 years, showing to the upside most of the time in March. So that's the way we're looking for. And if we are looking now into the DAX itself, like for a quick pip situation, guys, I probably have to leave the seasonal path in this moment, because if I'm talking about quick pips, right? I want to do them in an intraday fashion. And what I could tell you here is actually um, a very simple method. Okay, a very simple method, but it needs exercise. It's everything. It needs really exercise. But look, if you are going and you're trading, for example, let's say you are trading the 5 minute chart. So what you could do right now is you could look at, first of all, the price where you are right now, and then looking for where the price was actually like trading away from before. And then what you can see here is an interesting area where we get rejection right now. So the question is, do we break through the support here that has been support, or do we get rejection and moving again immediately higher? We made this morning already a record high above 18,000 in the DAX. So this is a new record high. that was celebrated, it was immediately taken profit. But the question is, do we get rejection here at this support level? And if you go now 5 minutes, for example, and you see the rejection is coming, so what you could try for quick pips, of course, I never know. Nobody of us never knows actually if this is going to happen. So we could, for example, here from the support, place a quick long, and we know if we are breaking through here, our idea is totally wrong, and we go here again up to the next, let me say, resistance areas. And this is something what you could potentially